student. This is the second part of the lesson Globalization and Indian Economic, class 10. So today we discuss about the foreign trade and interlink of the market. Foreign trade and interlink of the market. So here on the page number 59 of your textbook, foreign trade and integration of the market. So for a long time, foreign trade has been the main channel connecting countries. Foreign trade, it is main channel for connecting the countries in the world. In history, you would have read about the trade routes connecting India and South Asia to the market, both in East and West, and is extensive trade that took place along these routes. Also, you should remember that it was trading interest which attracted various trading companies such as East India Company to India. What then is the basic function of this foreign trade? So here we have to find out what are the basic functions of the foreign trade. What is the basic function of foreign trade? So come to here. To put it simply, foreign trade that create the opportunity. Foreign trade create the opportunity for the producers. To whom? It is for the producer to reach beyond the domestic market. Means for reaching beyond the domestic market. डोमेस्टिक मार्केट के बाहर यदि पहुंचना है या वर्ल्ड ट्रेडिंग करना है तो फॉरेन ट्रेड दैट क्रिएट द अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट मार्केट ऑफ देयर ओन countries. Producers can sell their produce not only in the market located within the country but can also compete in the market located in other countries of the world. Similarly, for the buyers, import of the goods produced in another country is one way of expanding choice of the goods beyond what is domestically produced. Means here foreign trade gives opportunities to buyers and sellers beyond the domestic market. Means different brands available for the consumers from the different part of the country through the foreign trade. And for the producers, they can sell their production apart from the domestic market that goes to the foreign countries or foreign market. It is possible because of the foreign trade. Here then come to the page number 60 of your textbook. Chinese toys in India. So Chinese manufacturer learn of an opportunity. Chinese manufacturer learn of an opportunity to export toys to India, where toys are sold at high price. In India, Indian market, Indian manufactured toys, their cost is high, and these Chinese manufacturers, they start exporting plastic toys to India. Buyers in India now have the option of choosing between the Indian and the Chinese market, and that is why buyers, consumers available choice to purchase toys from domestic producer or Chinese toys. They have choices because of the cheaper prices and new designs. Chinese product or Chinese toys, they have their prices are cheaper. Why? Because large scale in the production and new designs, variety of designs, attractive designs available in the Chinese toys, and that is why consumer attracts towards the Chinese toys. Chinese toys becomes more popular in Indian market. They are become very popular in the Indian market. Within a year, near about 70 to 80% of the toy shop have replaced Indian toys with the Chinese toys. Means 70 to 80% toys taken and placed with the Chinese toys in Indian market. Indian toys. So toys are now cheaper in the Indian market than earlier. Now uh, toys they become more cheaper in the Indian market because of the importing Chinese toys. Now government um, bought restrictions on this Chinese goods because of this pandemic situation of the corona 19. What is happening here as a result of trade? Chinese toys come into the Indian market. In the competition between Indian and Chinese toys, Chinese toys prove better. Chinese toys prove better. Indian buyers have a greater choice of toys and lower price. This is the things for attraction, lower price and um, greater because of having greater choice. For the Chinese toys market, the provide an opportunity. This provide an opportunity for what? To expand business. The opposite is true for the Indian toy makers. They face losses. Indian toy maker they face what? Losses as their toys are selling much less. Then here in general, with the opening of trade, goods travel from one market to another. Choice of the goods in the market rises. Prices of similar goods in two markets tend to become equal. See here, I am again means it should be clear for you that in general, with the opening of trade, goods travel from one market to another market. Okay, so choice of goods in the market rises. If different countries production if goes in the market, then consumers they get the choices in the or um, goods choice of the goods in the market rises. Then prices of similar goods in the two markets tend to become equal, and producers in the two countries now closely compete against each other, even though they are separated by the thousands of miles. means the production of two different countries. They are distance between these two countries is thousands of miles, but still their production if goes to the world market, then automatic they closely compete against each other. So foreign trade does result in connecting the market. Foreign trade that thus result is connecting the market or integration of market in the different countries, means there is integration of market in different countries because of the foreign trade that connecting the markets, though they are separated by the thousand of miles. So this is about the variety of choices and how competition between the two countries, though their production is, or this country, they are separated by thousands of miles. Then come to the what is globalization. What is globalization? So in the past 2 or 3 decades, more and more MNCs have been looking for the location around the world. In past 2 or 3 decades, more and more MNCs, multinational corporations, they have been looking for the location around the world which would be cheap, which would be what? Cheap for their production. Factor of production would be cheap. So foreign investment by MNC in these countries has been rising. Because of MNC, foreign investment in these countries are rising. They are taking production in different countries because of the foreign trade. At the same time, foreign trade between the countries has been rising rapidly. Large part of the foreign trade is also controlled by the MNC. For instance, the car manufacturing plant of the Ford Motors in India. Ford Motor, it is the car manufacturing plants in India. Ford Motors in India not only produces car for the Indian market, but it also export car. Not only it is produced for the Indian market, but also it is export to the other developing countries. Then for its many factories around the world, likewise activities of the most MNC involved substantial trade in goods and also services. Then the result of greater foreign investment, and greater foreign trade has been greater integration of the production. Again see here, the result of greater foreign investment, ज़्यादा foreign की investment के कारण and greater foreign trade के कारण, it has been greater integration. Market, there is greater integration of the production and market across the country. So globalization is the process of rapid integration. What is globalization? It is the process of rapid integration or interconnection between the countries. MNC are playing major role in the globalization process. More and more goods and services, even though investment and the technology are moving between these countries. In this globalization process. What is moving? That is more and more goods and services, investment and technology. They are moving between these countries. And most region of the world, they are in closer contact. Means most region of the world, they are in the closer contacts with each other than a few decades back. Then beside the movement of goods, beside the movements of goods, services, investment and technology, there is one more way in which the countries can be connected. Apart from the goods, services, investment and technology, there is one more way. There is what? One more way in which what? Countries can be connected, and this is through the movement of people. So, movement of people is also here is having the significance. Movement of people between the countries. People usually move from one country to another in search of the better income. Most of the Indian people, they especially engineers, management student, they goes to the foreign just for getting the better earning as per their education. Even though some goes for the manufacturing or trading, so better jobs and better education. So this is in the about the movement of people apart from the goods, services, investment and technology. In past few decades, however, there has not been much increase in the movement of people between the countries due to various restrictions. Means in past few decades there has not been much increase in the movement of people. कुछ decades में लोगों की movement ज़्यादा increased नहीं हुई between the countries. And what is the reason? Because of having some various restrictions in this movement of people. Then another point which we are discussing here, factors that have enabled globalization. Enable means giving the power for the globalization. Factor that have enabled globalization. And first factor, that one is the technology. What is the first factor for enabling or enable globalization? Technology. So rapid improvement in the technology. Rapid improvement in the technology has been one major factor that has stimulated the globalization process. For instance, the past 50 years have been several improvement in this transportation technology. This has made the faster delivery of goods across the long distances possible at the lower cost. Means it is one of the effect of the globalization, that it has made much faster delivery. It is the effect of this globalization, made faster delivery of goods across the distances or from the long distance countries possible and with very lower cost. So here given about the transport of the good, container for the transport of goods. Here is in the picture showing the container for the transportation of goods. So goods are placed in container. Goods are placed in the containers that can be loaded intact onto ship, railways, planes, and the trucks. These are the medium of transportation. So containers have led to huge reduction in the port handling cost and increase the speed with which export can reach market. Similarly, the cost of air transport has fallen. Air transport cost it is also fallen. This has enabled much greater volume of the goods being transported by the airlines because of decreasing the cost of air transport. People they are giving priority or enable much greater volume of the goods being transported by the airlines. Then page number 63 of your textbook. Even more remarkable have been the development in information and communication technology. In recent times, technology in the areas of telecommunication, computers, internet has been changing rapidly. See here, in recent time, we are talking about the recent time, what development is there in the information communication technology. In recent year, technology in the areas of telecommunication and computers, internet has been changing rapidly it is changing. So telecommunication facilities, telephone including mobile phones, fax are used to contact one another around the world to access the information instantly. Immediately people get the information from different countries because of the information and communication technology improve. And to communicate from remote areas, though they are living in the remote area or any part of the earth, they instantly communicate each other. This has been facilitated by the satellite communication devices. This has been facilitated by whom? That is satellite communication devices are there. And because of this, communication become possible across the world. As you would be aware, computers have now entered almost every field of the activity, and you might have also venture means adventure into amazing world of the internet, where you can obtain and share the information on almost anything you want to know. Means whatever information we require, immediate we get from the internet. It is possible. So internet also allow us to send instant electronic mail, that is in short email, and talk voicemail across the world at the negligible cost, and their cost it is very negligible. Then come to the using IT in the globalization. IT in the globalization. So information and communication technology, or IT in short, has played major role in spreading out production of services across the country. So let us discuss here. We will discuss a new magazine established for London readers is also to be designed and printed in the Delhi. The text of the magazine is sent through the internet to the Delhi office. The then designers in Delhi office get order on how to design the magazine from the office in London using the telecommunication facility. Means all this possible interconnection between the countries related to any production activities or service activity is possible because of the telecommunication facilities in IT, or the designing is done on the computer, and after printing the magazine are sent by air to the London. Means first of all it is designed through the done on the computer, and it is after the printing the magazine that is sent to by the air to where? To London. Even the payment of the money for designing and printing from the bank in London to the bank in Delhi is done instantly through the internet, that is e-banking system. It is very familiar to us, and there is no need, or it is reliable to send the money through the e-banking or internet banking. This is possible. Means here we have discussed using IT, information technology, in this globalization process. Then come to the liberalization of the foreign trade and foreign investment policy. Liberalization in foreign trade and foreign investment policy. So let us return to the example of import of Chinese toys in India. We have discussed this example. So suppose the Indian government put a tax on the import of toys, import of the Chinese toys. What would happen? Those who wish to import these toys would have to pay the tax. Means Chinese producer would have to pay the tax on this. If the import tax puts by the Indian government, because of the tax, buyers will have to pay the higher prices on the imported toys. Imported toys की कीमत जो है it would be increased automatically by putting the tax tax on the import toys. So toys will no longer be as cheap in the Indian market, and import from the China will automatically reduce. So Indian toys market will prosper. Means this is important step for giving the opportunity to Indian producers, toy producers, and it is very essential step, but there is need to take the initiative by Indian government. So here tax on import is an example of the trade barriers. Yeah, preventive measures. Yeah, speed breaker. Barrier means speed breaker. So tax on import is example of the trade barriers. Means imposing tax. It is the trade barriers. It is called the barrier because why it is called the barrier? Because some restriction. Barrier means restriction. Some restrictions has been set up. Government can use the trade barriers. It is in the hand of government to increase or decrease or regulate the foreign trade. Means foreign trade, it is in the hand of government, but needs to take the initiative and to decide what kind of goods and how much of each should come into the country. It would be in the control of government. So here the Indian government after independence had put barriers after, means Indian government after independence had put these barriers to foreign trade and foreign investment. This was considered necessary, and it was considered necessary to protect the producers within the country from the foreign competition. Foreign competition से इंडियन प्रोड्यूसर को कंफर्ट करना था या प्रमोट करना था, एंड फॉर दैट पर्पस दिस वाज द नेसेसरी स्टेप ऑफ इंडियन गवर्नमेंट to put the barriers to foreign trade and foreign investment. Industries were just coming up in the 1950 and 1960, and competition from import at this at that stage could not have allowed this industry to come up. Thus, India allowed import only essential. India allowed import where there is very essential items, and which are these, such as machinery. Which are these essential items? They are, means only essential items such as machinery, fertilizers, petroleum, etc. Note that all developed countries during the early stages of the development have given the protection to the domestic producers, and all these things it is for giving the protection to domestic producers through the variety of means. Then starting around 1991, this year is important, starting around 1991, some far-reaching changes in the policy were made in India. Far-reaching changes, they were made related to the foreign trade in 1991. So government decided that time had come for the Indian producers to compete with the producers around the globe. Means जो producers है, Indian producers have to be compete among the producers around the world or from the different countries. This decided by the government, and it felt that competition would improve the performance of producer. What was the idea behind it? That it felt the competition would improve the performance of producer within the country, and since they could have to improve their quality, means domestic producers would also, it is expected that they have to be improve the quality for then and then means it is happened in the country or started around the 1991. Idea or insight of the government of India was to Indian producers have to compete with the producer around the globe, and it felt that competition would improve the performance. इसके पीछे क्या था? कंपटीशन के कारण it would improve the performance of producer. Producer का performance improve हो सकता within the country, and since they would have to improve their quality, और उनकी quality, production quality, they will have to be improved. And this decision was supported by the powerful international organization. और ये decision को किसने support किया था? That is powerful international organization. They supported to this decision of government of India. So thus the barriers on foreign trade and foreign investment were removed to large extent, and year was 1991. Whatever barriers or restrictions were imposed by the government of India on the foreign trade, that was, and foreign investment, they were removed large extent. This means that goods could be imported. It means that goods could be imported and exported easily. Whatever restrictions or barriers were there, they removed. And also foreign companies could set up factories and the offices here. So here removing barriers or restrictions set by the government is what is known as liberalization. So generally this asked in exam, what is liberalization? So what is the liberalization? Removing barriers. Barriers means restrictions or restrictions set by the government is what is known as liberalization. With the liberalization of trade, business are allowed to make the decision freely about what they wish to import and export. So because of removing restriction or liberalization adopted becomes easily for the or freely import import and export becomes very easy. So the government imposes much less restrictions in this liberalization process than the before, and it is therefore said to be the more liberal. So I hope you have understand what is liberalization and what policy adopted by the government of India in 1991, and what are the effect of this globalization, or what is the connection between globalization and liberalization. So I hope this is end.